Hey, welcome back, everybody. We missed you last month. I was in a snowstorm and ice storm here in Atlanta, and we couldn't go anywhere. So we're not able to do our show last month, and we're going to try to make up for it this month. We have a dynamic show tonight with a lot of interesting people and some great news about some new shows that are going to be starting. By the way, my name is Dennis Aloia, your host, and this is Keeping It Real live. Where have I heard that before? Live from Atlanta. It's Tuesday night.
Yes, it is.
Anyway, I want to get started right away. So I have a young lady sitting next to me, Dawn Causey. Hello, Dawn.
Hi.
She has joined me as my first guest tonight. But before we get into all that she's about and what's going on with her and this television network, I would like to open the show, as I always like to do, with a magic trick, because that's what I do for a living. So I have brought a deck of cards, and we haven't worked anything out, right?
Nope.
Okay, good. Now, all the cards are different, right, Dawn? No two alike?
Nope.
All right. Now, you know one card from the other, right?
Yes.
Okay, which is the other?
The other
It's a bad
is...
joke. Never mind. As I go through the deck, I want you to say stop anywhere, okay? And then I'll give you that card. Here we go.
Stop.
Right there. Look at your card. Don't show me because I cheat. Now, I want you to hold it up to the camera right there. I'm not looking, okay? Not peeking. Show it to everybody in the studio. You remember it? Got it? Now, I have brought with me this evening... Oh, that's not going to show up because that's green, and you look right through it, and that's our green thing behind me. But anyway, that is a little... Actually, it's not so little. That's a pretty good size silk that's blank on both sides. Dawn, I want you to remember your card. Wrap the silk around your card. Okay? While she's doing that, folks, let me show you my bag, which is empty. I've got a guy looking at me right there who's completely amazed. Okay. I have an empty bag. Am I correct?
Yes.
All right.
It is empty.
Place your card and the silk down in the empty bag. Push it all the way down in there. Now, everybody in the studio here has seen your card except one person. That would be me. So on the count of three, I would like you to name the card you selected out loud. Here we go. 1, 2, 3.
The King of Hearts.
The King of Hearts, I think, may be correct because that is now the card beautifully imprinted
Nice.
on that silk. And the bag is empty. And I heard somebody off camera say, how did he do that?
Where'd the card
Would you
go?
like to know the answer to that question?
Best magic money can buy.
Where'd
You want to know how I did it? I did it very well. Thank you for asking. All right. So now that we got the show off on the right foot, let me get right to it, Dawn. I am so glad that you're here, and I'm glad that you're going to be starting a brand new show called
Yes. Remarkable Essence.
Remarkable
Yes.
Essence. Tell us about what that's going to be about.
All right. Well, Remarkable Essence is going to focus on health, wellness, and empowerment. And so we know we live in a society that everyone wants to get fit, get healthy, live better.
Right.
And they want some alternatives.
Right.
Some are tired of going to the doctor, having to pay that copay.
Yeah.
There are some preventative measures that can be done.
Just a healthy lifestyle
Just a
type
healthy
thing.
lifestyle overall. So
Yeah.
that's what we're going to be talking about. And
Great.
we have guests and specialists that'll come on the show that will actually talk about what they do. And we got it with a little twist, though. So this is not your normal health and wellness show.
Oh, we got it with a twist.
Yeah, we got it with a twist.
Oh, is a twist a surprise, or can we talk about it?
No, we're not going to talk about it.
Oh,
because
okay,
it
you
is
got to
a
watch the
surprise.
show to see the
You
twist.
got to watch the show to see the twist.
All right. And you're going to be starting, I think, the first Monday in April?
The second Monday in April.
Oh, second Monday. Sorry.
Uh-huh.
What time will that show
It will
run?
be at 7:45.
7:45,
Yes, and that's
second
April
Monday.
14th.
April
Is our
14th.
show launch.
Great,
Yes.
great.
So I'm excited.
Well, tell me a little bit, and the viewers out there, a little bit about your background.
All right. Well, believe it or not, my background is in computer science.
Mhm.
I've been in IT for 18 plus years. Shh, don't be trying to figure out my age. And
Whatever
like,
it is, you look a lot younger.
So carry the one.
Yeah,
But anyway,
right.
that's my background. But over the last 10 or so years, I just really became passionate about wellness and my overall health and my family's health, and just started seeking a path of being holistic and eating better. And no, I'm not a vegetarian, or
Yeah.
I haven't. It's a process, but
Right.
I started made the decision that I wanted to go down that process and
Well,
change
that's
some
good.
things. And then I'm an advocate, so I want to help other people change
That's
things
great.
as well.
Now, you do some seminars too, I know, and does that revolve around this same concept that you have going on?
Yes, I do. I started the Essence of a Woman Health, Wellness, and Empowerment Conference last year.
Mm-hmm.
And this year is going to be our second annual conference, actually this Saturday, March the 15th. And
Oh.
it's free and open to the public. And I have speakers and vendors and just people come and share. And
What's the
products and
location?
services.
Where's the location and what time?
It's going to be at the Morrow Center.
The Morrow,
Center.
Georgia Center.
Just Morrow Center.
In Morrow, Georgia, though.
But it's in Georgia.
Oh,
Correct.
yeah, right, okay.
And
Okay, I got you.
And it's at 1180 South Lake Circle.
Okay.
And that is by South Lake Mall for those that are in Georgia, right
Just
off
south of the
I-75.
Atlanta airport.
Yes.
Yeah.
So not too far, and it's from 10 to 3.
This coming Saturday.
This coming Saturday.
All
It's
right.
supposed to be nice, 65 degrees. I
Oh,
already checked the
beautiful.
weather.
Yeah.
So we're going to have fun. We're going to have Zumba, yoga. We're going to have cooking demonstrations.
Gonna
We're
have
gonna
any
have a fashion
magicians?
show, believe it or not. No, but if you come, we'll have a musician. A magician. We will have a musician.
I can't help myself. I always look for work.
Say that faster.
It's
Tom.
just a thing.
Magician, musician, magician, musician.
Yeah, say that 10 times and see where you wind up. Well, look, I love your sense of humor, too, because you're such a positive person. I was blown away when I first met you, and you really got whatever it is going on to do a positive lifestyle, to carry that positive personality over one more hurdle and go into this living well concept.
Definitely, because, I mean, I have a good friend of mine that says, if you don't laugh at life, life will laugh at you.
That's right.
And you don't want that to happen.
That's right.
So keep things positive, lighten it up.
Keep
and
smiling.
Keep smiling.
Yeah.
You know.
Now, your show, what type of guests are you foreseeing you having? Is it going to be a wide variety of folks and a wide variety of things like the entertainment industry or maybe your interests?
I'm actually going to have a mix of both.
Okay.
So
great.
I'm not going to just put a cap on the show because there's a lot of information that people need to learn about. But it's always going to be some type of learning that can happen, something that you can take away, and hopefully that you can adapt to your lifestyle.
And I'll tell you
from the
one thing,
show.
folks, every show will end on a positive note. I can guarantee you that.
It will, yes. We'll
Yeah.
have that motivational moment.
We don't have room for things that are not positive.
We don't. We'll
Yeah.
kick them out.
That's right.
We'll beat 'em up.
That's kind of like this show.
Ain't nobody got
No.
time for that.
No, where have I heard that before? Well, look, I got some other guests I have to get on, but I'd love to do, 30, 40 minutes with you sometime.
Oh, man, I bet we will have a blast.
And maybe you'll have me on your show sometime.
I would definitely do that.
Okay.
Thank
All right,
you.
great. Thanks
All
a lot.
right.
And
Thank
tell the
you.
viewers one more time the date of your television show and the time.
All right. Remarkable Essence, April the 14th at 7:45. Tune in, harmonybooking.com.
Cool.
American Hearts Radio.
Yes.
Yes.
We'll see you then. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right. Could we take a short little moment for a message, a little video we want to play about a brand new thing that we are involved in? I think the watchers out there and listeners might enjoy that. And then we'll prepare for our next guests. See you right here in just a few minutes. Thank you.
Hey everybody, this is Johnny Van Zandt from Leonard Skinner. You're listening to American Hearts Radio.
Tune into my show on Thursdays at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time at Harmony Booking and AmericanHeartsRadio.com. This macaroni's pretty hot, just like my new show.
Hey, welcome back, everybody. boy, I really enjoyed that first guest, and she's going to have a dynamite show, and I can't wait for it to start. I know we're going to get a lot of great reports about it, and she's going to get a viewer following pretty quickly. Well, I've got a couple of other interesting folks here. My doctor happened to be in the neighborhood tonight. He knows that I have a few medical issues, so he decided to come on over, and you know, I really don't have time to go by his office, so I hope you all don't mind. He's going to actually do a physical examination of me while we're here. And are you like his intern?
Yeah.
What's your name?
Miles.
Miles?
Uh-huh.
Miles, okay. What are you going to specialize in, Miles? What kind of doctoring?
Like things.
Mm-hmm. Like nutty people like me?
Yeah.
Thank you. So you're going to be a psychiatrist?
Yeah.
Oh, good, good,
Does
good.
he look nutty?
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. He's also my biggest fan. Okay. Well, what does this do? I'm almost afraid to ask.
A shot.
It gives you a shot?
Would you
Yeah.
give him a shot, Mike?
You want to give me a shot? Should I roll up my sleeve or
Yeah.
pull down my pants? No.
But,
Here, I'll just roll up my sleeve. Ow! You're not Dr. Painless. I thought that's what he told me you were. Oh, well. Keep working on that, okay? Neil Schulman, by the way, is an author. He's a doctor for real. He's a real doctor. And, I mean, you know, you don't just get a case like that if you're not a real doctor, right?
Absolutely.
And he's written like 9 books, including Doc Hollywood, that the movie was based upon with Michael J. Fox back in, I think, the late to mid-90s. Is that right?
91.
91, yeah. And we're trying to get another
Broadway musical.
Broadway musical. Yes, he's written a book called Second Wind, which won the Georgia Short Film Award back in January here in town. That's like the Oscars of Georgia. And I'm working with Neil trying to get that made into a play, theater production.
Yeah.
And then
maybe
hopefully
there
a
are
movie.
There may be people out there who want to star in it.
Yes,
And
you
they-
can be a star in a Broadway play or a movie. So, you know, if you have desires to do that, we can certainly...
Yeah, the book Second Wind, it's on Amazon.
Yeah.
And anybody can see it.
Yeah,
We've got it right here.
just happen to have a copy of it.
Yeah, just happened to have a copy.
Fantastic. Called Second Wind. It's a very
Second
funny
Wind.
Southern comedy. So anyway, do you want to proceed with my examination?
Yes. Miles,
What would you like to check?
mind checking a couple other things? Would you listen to his heart?
yep.
We'd ask for his insurance first. Say, can I have your insurance?
Can I have your insurance?
I don't have any insurance.
Well, then say, give me cash.
Give me that.
Let me look. What'll I get for $10?
50.
50? Yeah, he's going to be a doctor. Or a lawyer, one of the two. 50. Huh? Can we negotiate this a little bit?
Yeah.
Can I get half of an exam for like $5?
Yeah.
Okay, what do you do for $5?
You give yourself that.
I have gas.
No.
Was that what you?
You give your...
I thought he just did
Did you
a.
smell gas just
Yeah.
now?
You did?
I smell gas.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't realize that he was gonna, give me an overview of my problem
Yeah, Miles.
that quickly.
What, did the gas smell bad?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you don't want to touch me for $5? Okay,
No,
thank you.
Listen to his heart.
Should I breathe?
Yeah.
Can you hear that?
Yeah.
I think you ought to put them in your ears. It would be better. No, the ear part. There you go. We could do this, Miles. All right, now listen.
Now go listen to that heart.
Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. You hear that?
Is his heart
Yeah.
good?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Okay, now.
Think I'll make it through the show?
Do you want to listen to his nose?
Listen to my nose. That's funny, huh?
Yeah.
What's his nose sound like?
But, Coca-Cola.
Coca-Cola.
Like it's running? Okay. Well, look, I think that I am going to have you come back another time and do a more comprehensive examination, maybe, take my blood pressure, things like that. Would you like to come back and do that sometime?
Uh-huh.
You would? Okay. Well, I like that cool tie, too. Well, Neil, did you want to tell the viewers how they could go about getting a copy of your books? Are they all on Amazon?
Well, a lot of them are. We have Doc Hollywood. It's on Amazon.com. We have the Oslo Accord about God intervening in Israel and Palestine and putting a gene in the head of Hamas, so he loves the Jews, a gene in the head of Knesset, so he loves the Palestinians.
Huh.
Everybody think they've gone crazy. They call in the CDC. They think it's an empathy virus, and they're afraid it's going to spread to Ireland, and the Protestants will start loving the Catholics. That's the Oslo Accords.
Okay.
And then Second Wind.
Right.
And we have a new movie coming out, well, hopefully. The book is going to come out soon, Robin Hood, M.D. It's about a doctor who kidnaps the CEOs of 3 health insurance companies and threatens their life unless they let certain people live.
Yeah. Well, that sounds like an interesting concept.
Would you be willing to play Robin Hood?
Sure. If you got a pair of tights that'll fit me?
Do you have some?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, good. Yeah, put me down for that role. All right.
And Your Body's Red Light Warning Signals is a serious book.
That's a good book. I have that book.
And it tells you every symptom that 150 doctors thought were the most important life-threatening symptom.
Right.
And
you know what number 1 is?
What's that?
Going out with an unknown woman. And your wife finds out. That's number 1 symptom.
And this is The Corporate Kid, about a poor kid who turns around a rich, greedy CEO.
Oh.
Right,
Very
Miles?
interesting.
Aren't you playing the CEO?
Yes.
Well, I've really enjoyed having you as my guest, Dr. Miles. Next time I'll bring more money.
Yeah.
Thanks, Neil.
Thank you.
All right, we're going to take a short commercial break.
This is a great show.
Yeah.
If you want to keep mentally healthy, watch it and at least 5 times a day.
See, there's your prescription, folks. There's your prescription for mental health. Watch me 5 times a day. Mental health, you said, right? Not mental madness. Okay.
But if you watch it, make sure
What?
that you send your money in advance.
Yeah, to my doctor.
That's right. Right?
Right.
Okay, we're going to take a little short break and show a little video, I do believe, Al, is that right? Then we'll be back up here with Mr. Adam Komazar and give you a little musical interlude.
Hey everybody, this is Johnny Van Zandt from Leonard Skinner. You're listening to American Hearts Radio.
HarmonyBooking.com Web TV.
What's up, brothers and sisters of planet Earth? It's me, Dr. Lovelight. That's right. I want you to tune in 7 o'clock Saturday nights, Eastern Standard Time on AmericanHeartsRadio.com or HarmonyBooking.com. I want you to check out my web television show, Dr. Lovelight, baby. I am your host. It's all about the love, rock and roll, and my Lord Jesus Christ. You want to know what love's all about? I'm here to tell you. That's right. Make sure you tune in. We're going to love life together. Prepare to take flight into our Saturday nights live out of Jacksonville, Florida. That's right. We're going to watch the daylight turn into darkness, baby. So make sure you tune in. Rock and roll.
Hey, welcome back, everybody. I hope you enjoyed that last segment. That was fun. I have got a very special guest coming up here. His name is Mr. Adam Comazar. Here he sits right next to me. Hello, Adam.
Dennis, good to see you. Thanks
Nice
for
to
having
see
me
you.
on the
Thanks
show.
for coming on the show. I happened to see him on the Comics on Parole show with Dan Glazer, who nobody watches, but I happened to catch the show one night. Adam was his special guest, and I thought he did a fabulous job, and I asked him to come on my show, Keeping It Real, and I was fascinated by this apparatus that he has that helps him in his singing career and his entertainment career. Can you explain to our viewers what that is called and what it's all about?
Well, they actually have a patents pending on the system, and it's called the Quicksilver microphone. And what it does, Dennis, is it allows me to kind of leverage technology to do what I love to do, which is to sing and entertain. And rather than talk about it, basically, I'll start. I have a love for American standards, and so I always start there and move out from there. And so I'll start with a song I think that everybody likes and knows, and we'll take it from there.
Okay. Seeing is believing, folks.
Fly me to the moon, let me play among the stars. Let me see what spring is like on Jupiter and Mars. In other words, hold my hand. In other words, darling, kiss me. Fill my heart with song, well, let me swing forevermore, because you are all I long for, all I worship and adore. In other words, please be true. In other words, I love all of you. Jump! So basically, it's a combination of technologies that
Allows me to keep my backing arrangements with separate volume control. My voice is I sing into this mixing box. Both signals are sent to a wireless transmitter, which is sent to transmitters, which are on my receivers, or electively they can go into a soundboard, so they can go right out to our audience.
It's got a reverberation sound. Very, very clear.
fill my heart with song. Well, let me swing forevermore, because you are all I long for, all I worship and adore. In other words, please be true. In other words, I love you.
Hey, we had people dancing off camera. That's how good that Dean Martin tune was. I'm kidding. It was Sinatra. I knew that. All right.
But that talks a little bit about what I do. I start off with a tribute to Frank Sinatra, and I think that when I started singing, I think most people who do what I do, if they want to start with American standards, they'll look to somebody that they can model as a kind of a launching point. And I did, and then what I found out was that you and I share a common love of magic, and I've been doing comedy magic for preschool kids for about 25 years.
Wow.
And so this was a lateral move for me.
Mm-hmm.
And I started singing. I'd never sung a note before. I started singing when I was 40 years old. And one thing led to another, and I started with traditional components, but they weren't satisfying. I felt like, I was a figure at Madame Tussauds Wax Museum. I was just standing there, and it's not interesting for my audiences. And what this technology allows me to do is to pack small but play big. So if I walk into a venue, I can be in somebody's living room and in their basement, or if they're a restaurant owner or a club owner, I can be in the patio, back in the studio. It doesn't matter to me. And that allows the technology itself is as entertaining sometimes as maybe or the music can be. But it's also allowed me to explore a lot of types of songs that I like to sing. So I started with standards, but then I've added a lot of music from the 70s.
Yeah.
And so that for me is, I always like when you talk about this song, we've talked about this a little bit before, about keeping it real. As me as a musician, as opposed to an entertainer, I like a lot of varieties of music. And the other thing, too, is for my audience is then I can use this technologies for the first hour or two of an event. I'll sing, which is fun, and then I'll DJ right off of the sub, too. So the technology allows me to, as you know, as a magician, we've often used the term pack small but play big.
Exactly.
That's exactly what
That's what I look for in a magic effect.
Sure.
I don't haul a bunch of boxes in and do a big stage disappearing illusion. You know, I do a lot of parlor magic, and that's smaller effects, similar to what I did earlier. Now, is that available for sale?
It is not. And for a couple of reasons. The companies that have made the components, and I'm protective about the technology to some degree until I actually hold the patent. But what it is that since the components have been largely basically made obsolete, the companies that made certain parts of this no longer make them, that I'll end up having to reverse engineer them at some point. And so, but until that gains traction, I enjoy more being an entertainer than I would ever enjoy being a manufacturer. That's just my point of view anyway.
Well, I'd like to hear another song. I'm sure the audience would as well. What have you got in store?
Well, this one is by, an American artist who basically put his fingerprints on the American songbook by the name of Jerome Kern. And I just started singing it. I'd never found a good arrangement, and the other day I did, which always is one of those things that appeals to me. If I find something that I can sing to, I'm going to sing to it.
Okay. Jerome Kern was a famous songwriter back in the 20s, 30s, 40s.
They asked me how I knew our true love was true. I, of course, replied, something here inside cannot be denied. They said someday you'll find all who love are blind. When a heart's on fire, you must realize smoke gets in your eyes. So I laughed, then dearly laughed, that they would doubt my love. And yet today my love has flown away. Now I'm without my love. Now laughing friends deride tears I cannot hide. So I smile and say, when a lovely flame dies, smoke gets in your eyes. Jerome Kern, great American song.
Wow, that's super. I just have one final question. Will that thing make me sound as good as you?
Well, listen, everybody starts by singing in the shower, and I think, that's so start there and move your way on up, I hope that's a good answer. And by the way, thank you for having me out on your show, and it's always good to perform for your audience.
Adam, how can people get a hold of you to book a show?
Yodeling is
yodeling is good.
Pitching.
Yeah. I know how to do that.
I may not be much, but I'm all I think about.
You're a legend in your own mind.
That's correct. I am on the internet. People can just, if you Google my name, Adam Commissar, and for people who have trouble with my last name, most people do, but then I remind them that there was a famous song in the 1980s, there are commissars in town, and so if you only remember that and then just Google my name, Adam Commissar, my website will come up and you can contact me that way.
Okay, or you can contact our studios, our Harmony Booking, and contact me through the show here.
But again, thank you so much.
Yeah, my pleasure. Well, don't leave yet. I'm going to close the show out with you. I wanted to, folks, this 30 minutes has just flown by. It always does. It's amazing to me. I used to do a 1-hour show every week, and now I do 30 minutes every month, and maybe I need to extend it to 45 because it just goes too fast, and the guests are so interesting and vital to this show. I wanted to mention to you, I'm going to show you a video, a closing video after I go off the air about a new show that's going to be starting in May. It's Heather and Andy Turner. Very, very interesting people, and they've got a passion for a particular cause, and that's all I'll say about it now. But Andy works with a lot of Hollywood celebrities. They're his customers and his clients, and he will be bringing in some of those celebrities when they're in Atlanta to be guests on his show. We're going to show about a 6 or 7 minute clip of an interview my son Mike Aloia did with Andy Turner, because he travels so much. He did it on Skype, and you can watch it right after this show. And if you want to watch the full interview, you can go to the Dr. Love Life show Saturday night on American Hearts Radio at 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time, live from Jacksonville, Florida. I'll have the entire interview. Okay, until next month, I hope you've all enjoyed the show, and, just keep well, and God bless you. That's a wrap.
Hi, my name's Mike Aloia. I'm the owner and CEO of American Hearts Radio and Harmony Booking Company, and I'm very proud to introduce Mr. Andy Turner. How you doing, Andy?
Man, I'm doing well, Mike. Thanks for having me on your show.
Well, it's my pleasure to have you. We've seen you on Comics on Parole with Dan Glazer and with you and your wife, Heather. And I must say, it was a fantastic show, and I really enjoyed that episode. And, you've got a great career, in the motion picture industry and in, many different fields. And you and Heather are just, awesome together. And I really liked your little audition you did for a possible upcoming show. Tell us a little bit about yourself. Where'd you grow up?
Well, I grew up I'm a Georgia boy, born and raised, Southern boy. I graduated high school from a little small town called Cedartown, Georgia. Most of my life has been in Dallas, Georgia. If you blink an eye, you'd pass through it. Most folks would never even know where it was at, but we're about 45 minutes northwest of Atlanta. My father has been a Baptist preacher. Played with the Atlanta Braves when he was young and gave that up to pastor a small church. My mom's from Cartersville. We was born and raised the old-fashioned way, family values, and it's not something you see much anymore. And I
feel you on that. I was brought up that way as well with my mom and dad in Chicago. How'd you and your wife meet now, and how long's that been since?
Actually, we met at church. I was running a revival. I've got a doctorate in theology, and I was running a revival at a church, and met her, and it just was one of those things. As soon as we saw each other, I knew, man, I was in love. I was smitten. She is a beautiful lady, but the one thing about Heather. Yeah, she's prettier inside and than she is outside, and she's a 10 on about everybody's scale outside. So I am very blessed, very lucky person to have such a great wife and 4 children. That's my family's the love of my life.
Well, how old are you now?
Man, I don't even want to tell you that. I turned 40. I had the 4-0. That one was tough for me. Heather Youngin, she's 32, and she ragged me for years. When I'm in my 30s and she's 20s, and every day I hear, "Well, you're old. I'm in my 20s," and then when she hit 30, I got to dish that back out to her. So on her 30th birthday, I gave her a rough time. On that night, we're getting ready for bed. I lay all of my watching stuff out, and I turn and look, and she's sitting Indian style in the bed squalling, tears coming down both sides. And I said, "What's wrong?" "I don't want to be 30. And the only option was to die at that point. So,
well, heck, I cried at 25, man.
Man, I don't remember 25. It went by so fast.
Well, I tell you, you're a young buck, brother. I'm getting ready to turn 50 this year, and that's kind of weird being a half a century old. But, you know, you learn a lot of things growing up, that's for sure. And you've got 4 children.
Yes.
3 boys and 1 girl. A
Yes, sir.
beautiful family, Andy. And you guys are a class act, that's for sure. And, you know, I know we're in talks about getting this web TV show up and going for you, and I've got a solution on being able to work together. I know you've got a real tight schedule. You travel quite a bit. And I'm in Jacksonville, and we've got our other studios in Atlanta. So we're going to... I want to talk to you after we do this interview about. I think I figured out how we're going to be able to do this with no problem.
Well, we're definitely looking forward to it, and when we get all the time constraints worked out, coming on and doing a class act. Heather's excited. She's been talking to a lot of our celebrity friends, and then focusing on people in the community that's doing something over and beyond, that's giving back, and somebody that wants to help and not just kind of sit and take. So we're looking forward to focusing on people in the community, and then bringing some of our celebrity friends in to help highlight and give some awards and pats on the back, and of course everything about us as family. So you'll see the kids on there a lot as well.
That's beautiful, man. That's what we're all about, you know, family friendly. It's really my pleasure for you to take the time out to speak with us about this.
Oh,
and,
man, it's my pleasure. Ever since
you are.
The first time that we spoke, there was a camaraderie there. So I'm glad that God brought us together. You've got a great testimony from what the Lord brought you through, and I'm looking forward to having Celeb Scene, one of my companies, to be able to pair up with you and see what we can do, and hopefully one day go across the nation and let those dreams come true and help a lot of people.
Help somebody. That's what it's all about. Well, Andy, we're going to, this is our first interview together on the Skype, and I hope we'll be able to do more of these. And
Yes.
I can't wait to meet you soon, sir. And I do want to say God bless you and your family. And Bruce Shepard, my executive producer, he's right here. And he's dressed in a wolf hat, man. Here, check him out. There you go. He's all like Cuddly Dudley. Anyway, we like to have fun, man. That's what it's all about. Laugh, have fun, get a little stupid sometimes, but keep it real, right?
Yes, sir. Absolutely, man. You can't take life too serious. It's too short.
That's right.
So, but thank you for your time. God bless you. I'm sorry I'm traveling on the road, and most people want to look at Heather. She's not here with me. I'm homesick, missing her and the kids, but looking forward to getting back on the plane and getting back to them.
Well, God bless you and Heather and all your children and all your family, and rock and roll, brother. See you soon.
Rock and roll, man. Thank you.
Great to meet you, Andy. Thanks.
Yeah, nice to meet you.
Yeah.
Rock and roll.
Yes, sir. Take care, buddy.
All right.